Here, look. I was just, it's just trying to set up Stanley Parable, the Ultra Deluxe Edition, and this happens. I just put it 1 minute for it. So, welcome indeed to the Stanley Parable Deluxe Ultra Edition. Deluxe Edition. What's this edition called? Ultra Deluxe Edition. First thing first, I wanted to do this before, but I found it funny of that thing. Some borderless windows. Full screen. Borderless. High resolution. And you can see it, but it says borderless. Doesn't do anything. Yeah, and the funny thing is, look at this. You see this menu that you're in? It also applies here, you know, it's like infinite loop. But let's say it like this, I got a new job and I thought, why don't you take you with me? Because, I don't know. I made some new friends on the job and I want to introduce you to them. This game is also streamable, I think.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I am talking. I'm Elise.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
That's my job.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy.
Game note in itself, it's a game like
and then
this.
one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had
It's a vacation, Stanley.
this
Go home.
complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Can I do my intro now? And I'll say, I've seen this game recently pop again on YouTube, it's also Deluxe Edition, and I know this game also can be streamed, and I maybe plan to do a follow-up on this game, again, completely all over on stream. But for now, I'm gonna also make a YouTube series out of it, show the things with our new friend, the Narrator. And yeah, this game has quite some updates and quite some content to explore. So, you know, if you don't know what the Stanley Parable basically is, it's like a narrator telling a story, and you basically can either choose to follow the narrator or don't. And there are so many choices that the story is like changes every time you do something or pick a side. Or for example, basically go left or go right can change the story and can change the narrator's tune, and it's quite funny, to be honest. You can annoy the narrator to hell, or you can be a brave little girl and be like, following and following. Or in this case, since the game's character's got Stanley, not me, Elise, brave little boy. What had to do again? I forgot what I had to do. Want to move, or? I was just froze the solid, right? I had to move. So I'm employee 427. That's a bit Chunky.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Oh.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is?
No.
No. I can't just
I was
give
just
these merits away.
I was just clicking doors.
A measly 5 clicks.
I click 5 clicks, I click through.
Suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Clicking doors, we're just...
I have to say, I'm still not feeling
That's not 20 times, I swear to God. You can count, Narrator.
Cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes.
50?
Certainly, 50 clicks.
Oh, I also can click with my mouse. I was just clicking twice. He's like... I believe if you can be friends.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
What do you mean?
I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost.
I was just clicking the door twice.
Go put 20 clicks into door number 417.
417. Is that around here? 420, 424. Let's do it then.
Great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
I just went there, you son of a... Only because you say it. I don't want to be nice for once. 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere.
I want to be nice to some people.
415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
I thought I'd be nice. I'm just gonna click stuff, see what happens. No, Mr. Guy is here like, you want an achievement?
Now, back to door number 437.
This is what I mean. Where's 437 again? Oh, here.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine. All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're
Do you think you're feeling it? I don't feel it like. I don't feel it. No, I'm not feeling it.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
I think we can be friends.
We've almost got it!
Almost!
Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Am I really making me do some effort for an achievement, huh?
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door... Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks.
A few minutes ago, I didn't thought of an achievement.
What were you thinking?
Minutes ago, I was taking off achievement and was just clicking stuff. I got an achievement, your first achievement, and yeah, 5 times on the door. I was just clicking stuff, and the guy's like, you think you doing this achievement? And we're like, oh, calm down. Go then. Yes. Forced us doing things again. Oh, no. Can I click on more stuff then? I'm now afraid to click on more stuff.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna follow. I'm scared to do something against his will. Hello?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
All class do
Stanley decided to go
unbelievable,
up to
amazing
his
work
boss's
all the time,
office,
every day
hoping
with
he might find an answer there.
to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let the ball up inside you, take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Recent coworkers for not trying to read. I break this machine. Where's that machine? Table. Damn it, I can clear one. That is true, everyone is unique. Oh, look.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
There is a broom in here, Mr. Narrator. A wrench, some duct tape, so...
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow.
No,
just
I'm staying.
an empty
No.
broom closet. No reason to still be here.
No, I'm staying here. Staying here. You can tell me what to do. Won't you?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
Wait, is there something
As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Is there interacting with something? Why this is just press.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
I annoy
Please
you.
offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
You said there was something to interact with. So, curious now. And you seem pretty annoyed by it, so...
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Now you did. The world is a wonderful place, Mr. Narrator, but there was something interactable you said in the...
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Shut up
Maybe
once.
when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Could just hear it like...
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He
Oh.
probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid
Oh,
he is.
oh, thanks,
That's
huh?
all with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I'm not... Now I'm not coming out at all. I was just thinking about it. Was like... mean.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
No, I'm dead. But just imagine going to
Broom
friends.
closet, explored it a bit, and we're just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
But I'm not dead.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's
First of all, I'm not dead. Second of all, air plugs in, so if you...
species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics
And just listen to the
the
narrator.
history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I was just trying to talk with you guys in this game. I was just like imagining over to your friends. And as these guys became aggressive, and you're like, okay, Elise is dead. Forget another person on the keyboard. But first of all, I'm not dead. Second of all, play always with earplugs in, so even if I fall collapse dead and the program was scream like, "Oh, she's dead, she needs help," no one would hear it because, oh, earplugs. And third of all, you said there was something to interact with. Fine, you win.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board.
I'm still the first.
Guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
I was the first, so shut up.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
no, I'm
walked
not gonna listen
upstairs
to you.
to his boss's office.
I'm not gonna listen to you.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Wait, am I looping?
And then
I'm
something
looping.
occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Yeah, what this game reminds me of?
Blinking mysteriously out of
The
existence in a
liminal,
single moment, for
liminal
no
experience.
reason at all.
I've streamed the
None of
game
it made any
on the
logical
Switch.
sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
It's looping anyway, so let me
For
check.
example, Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why
I
did
say
doors
it.
close automatically behind him
Subliminal.
wherever he went? And
That was
for
the
that
game.
matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they
No
simply
shit, Sherlock.
repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
One being aggressive, did he mean most like, oh, the player is dead? So like, hello new player, and you say that I'm dreaming.
Actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
Dreaming.
I'll have to go back to my
wait, I'm
boring
Elise, not
real-life
Stanley.
job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, I'm flying.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Nice.
How was he
That's nicely
remaining
made.
so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
Who's
One
closing
he
doors
was
behind me?
amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What if I walk the other way?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now
Walk
the
the other
voice
way.
was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Or I didn't find voices in my head strange. I have them all the time.
Thinking about how it's describing
I even
my
my best
thoughts
friend, so
thought. And while he thought it all very
they always
odd,
give me
and
good
wondered if
advice.
this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
I don't know, you tell me.
Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
I've been for
Stanley
10 minutes
is
in a
as
broom
awake
closet and being
right
declared
now as
dead.
he's ever been in his life.
He called fat, ugly,
Now, hearing
stupid.
the voice speak these words was
I don't know even more about this game.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
Am I
That this
dreaming?
was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his
I
back,
walked to a door.
the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Am I dreaming?
I
Are you dreaming?
am okay.
Are we okay? Oh, I guess not.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss.
So,
I have an office.
like a
I am
2020.
real. Please, just
Like-
someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Is this an ending?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment,
I mean, it's
she
2020,
thought
we're
to herself
all
how
are
lucky
crazy,
she
we're
was to
all
be
not
born.
okay.
I am
Like, in this
safe.
time it's normal to have
I
a
am
sticker on
in
you, or
control.
like a little label on you, eh?
I
Yes?
know what is real and what isn't. It was
Like, if you wanna know a funny
comforting to
story-
witness, and in a certain way, seeing this man made
Let
her
this
feel
finish
better.
first.
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Then she turned and ran. What I want to say, if you want to know something funny, the moment I said labels, oh, we're back at the here, but the moment I said labels and stickers, around 2016 or 2017, I was like on my MBO students, like between high school, university, or like bachelor, on like degrees or new on level. I was like, we had like as software developers, we had like a little group work with like like support teachers, like assistant teachers, and we went to the Mac, and I've never forget the moment there. My teacher, like my team leader, said, "Yeah, we all have stickers at IT," and I was sitting there like, I don't have a sticker. Wait, I will be back. Okay, don't worry. Vacuum cleaner is not hearable on my mic. Ha, good mic. No, but the thing is, this will be there will be like a little cut, but whatever. You know, I thought vacuum cleaner, but no. The thing there, I never had like imagined being labeled. Of course, I had research into epilepsy because I have like as a kid had epilepsy attacks, but I took medicine and it's over. I also, of course, was research for PP diagnosis, now ASS, like autism spectrum. Yeah, ASS, autism spectrum. Basically, autism in general, like the big cube. But I never got diagnosed with that because I was too social, or too easy, or I was too easy, like open up to all do theirs. So, and now I'm sitting here being trans. So after 6 years, I discovered my label. Apparently trans, but that's still funny. You know, like as a teacher, you should have like an example.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Jesus.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Perhaps
he had simply
as a teacher, you should have an example meeting. And as you say, as a teacher, like, yeah, we all have like labels in IT. And as a student, you hear that, you be like,
Stanley
okay.
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
This is not like a good example. What if a student takes it in the wrong way and gets suppressed? Or feel like
Yet
attacked?
there was not a single person
Yeah, we know
either.
there's not a single person here
Feeling
either.
a wave of disbelief,
I'm gonna sit in the booth and
Stanley
close it for 10
decided to
minutes
go
again.
up to his oh no, no,
Oh,
not
no.
again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say
Not?
anything at all.
What?
I'm just going to be patient and wait for
Not?
you to finish
What?
whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
It's so stupid. That's so amazing. Like this little things like clicking on those doors. Apparently, there's an achievement, and this is what makes this game so great. It's just like there's so much ending, so much interaction, so much content that I can make a few videos out of and maybe stream it once. But now you're not gonna say anything at all, Mr. Narrator. What if I stand up? No, but I wanna say like that's just bad, right? If you go up this time.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
But just imagine. To be rich as a crime to commit crimes isn't rich, but alive it will be one outside the big just one. But just imagine your teacher saying that, like at your degree, that everyone has like a label or sickness. It's bad, right? I was like shocked a bit, but apparently I had one too, but I didn't discover it. Oh, hello? Oh, an elevator. I don't know where this goes to. Oh, an elevator. But just imagine that. That's bad, right? As a teacher, you should have like an example image. You're not to be like, well, not all persons here hear that, so. I've always thought from that moment on until I discovered that I was trans, like, do I have a label? Do I have like a sticker? Or something that people put on me and be like, called me that? I never always thought of that. But I guess always time will tell. And the narrator is awfully quiet. I can't read that. Recommendation from the Oversight Committee. Read that. I went to nowhere. I feel like I've been debated. I feel like I've been debated. Am I debated? Am I debated? I feel debated. Damn it, I feel debated. Wow.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Yeah. I feel like I've been teaching to always to be a bit helpful
but of course,
and explain stuff. I'm all like this. One thing I learned in my education semester is like don't always give the answer too quick, because I rather need to tell them how to get to the answer and telling them the answer, because people learn more if they know how to do it.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
I'm talking, shut up.
Input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Yeah, I basically try to be more like, okay, did you thought of this? Try to search this. No. Or you can just be like the narrator, the answer is this. I have a feeling that the keypad code is 2845, just a feeling. Just a feeling, I'm not going to answer it. I'm not friends with them anymore.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Are you kidding me? You're not going to prevent me from doing anything? What if I walk back towards the other door? I leave now. Damn it. This. Nothing. There's an elevator in here. So yeah. But I don't know, teachers are always like, the thing with teachers is,
descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest.
The thing is with being a teacher, this narrator talks almost on. You're like a second parent, or you're the third parent towards children. Like parents always get like, the children goes once through puberty, never again, but teachers always get a new group of puber students. Students of puberty. And just imagine them. So, but they're always like, what if I go up again, by the way?
Whoops. Nope. Never Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well,
But yeah, a teacher you see so much, talk too much, even when some teachers become friends or close. I don't know, I want to go back up. I was just curious if I could do it.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office.
I know.
Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is.
I don't believe you.
What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative.
You're done talking?
I'm bolted to the
Was it
edge
to
of my
584?
seat.
I guess that is nothing.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I'm feeling I feel like he's trying to make me feel like I did something great, but oh, I'm going up again.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No.
I feel like you're trying
Once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
I feel like he's telling like he made a good choice, but he's trying to mock me at the same time. We're like, oh, he's going up again. What would be there? The boss's office? Or the boss's office? I feel like mocked. I feel like bullied.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Wait, what the fuck? The person's music. Dun, dun, dun. And now this, I can't do anything.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need...
No, we're going back down. We're going back. You can't take this game serious, can you guys? So how's your day been, guys? Girls? I've had a calming day. I've played some, woke up late, like 9.
I have fully come to terms with it.
Are you
I
sure?
have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Are you? I like woken up late because of vacation and played some.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no...
I'm going up again, eh?
Even anticipated. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision making.
I'm going up again, eh? If you don't watch out.
Fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown
But I wanted
stale
up and I was like, Tons and Jensen and done. What did I do more? Okay. Actually, not much, I think. And at the point I was gaming and was like, saw videos of this again. I was like, I need this. I need to make YouTube videos of this. Going back up again. I'm not gonna say anything this time.
You know what?
What?
I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator.
I have a suggestion. Maybe it's the boss.
The agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Oh, god damn it. No.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces.
I can stop laughing.
But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build
This game is so
and nuanced appreciation?
Beautiful, mate. It's like you can do your own thing and make the narrator. I hate the narrator so much, but
to have to think,
it's like a love-hate relationship. You can live without him and he can live without you, but you both hate and love each other.
Stanley, what you and I are doing right now, this is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean, this is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley.
If you want
to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people love you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you.
I know.
Which is why... Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They
do a Q&A?
look up to you, Stanley.
Oh no.
I don't know if you
like the funny thing is, I went like to an anime gaming convention like last Saturday. This is recorded on the 2nd of May, so the 3rd of April there's an anime gaming convention. Oh. I got something new. Can I go back? Oh. And I went there as, of course, cosplayed as Hatsune Miku, because I'm Hatsune Elise, and you know, my Hatsune fan. And the moment we walk in there, a couple from like, not from the Netherlands, but from a different country, wanted to take a picture with me. And a group of maid girls were pretty cute.
The room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here.
They were pretty cute and wanted to take a picture with me. But the thing is, I didn't ask if they could send a picture to me. I forgot because I didn't think about it because we met a Praise the Sun cosplayer and he asked that for it. What healthiest human being? All tricks revealed how we did it, the pyramid. So I'm famous, I know, but not like my Miko cosplay was the best, but all eyes on Stanley live on stage. I didn't expect this. Evening with World Peace, baby.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
Storyteller, Stanley reveals all in his new QA with world's first sentient machine. To the stage. Welcome, Stanley.
I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
I'm not ready for them. Congratulations, where you come from, your co-workers. You two came up with pizza. Audience. An ending. Right. I got a new ending. To be honest, I've seen some of the game, but I didn't expect this. I didn't knew that this was an ending. I was just like, I'm not gonna step forward. I'm gonna do what I want. Pfft. I'm gonna be up at 60 times ups and down again because you're mocking me. I'm sitting here. Let's make one more trip and follow what he says.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's do it one more time and see what he has to say. Like in the next video, we go right.
A set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Like the funny thing is, I've pressed E and I can't press anything. Sounds like a keyboard.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find...
Let me in the broom! Let me in! He got them... Got them, Narrator.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Sorry, one day I'll get back into the broom's closet. One day. I still want to know what this is about. Like this elevator thing. I want to know what this is about. I read that. A short between Poland and Austria-Hungary. Well, if someone can enlarge it and want to read that, here you go. But I have a feeling this goes somewhere. Oh, I could check that another video. I'm too lazy to wait this time. Because I have a feeling it doesn't go anywhere.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's
854,
desk,
right?
pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings. Desperate for clues, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
I just tried to be quick about it, to give you a head so you don't have to talk that much, but...
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Passage, oh. Oh, we're going up 6 times again. This game is like... I don't know, it's so fun, but...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
There's one more path here? So much stuff you can do more here on this side, so... There I go. Nah, I'll be a brave girl, I'll follow.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
There's something up
What
there.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I don't know, it looks like spying things, I assume.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
What's 473,
Stanley's
guys?
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals
427.
reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant
427. There. That mine? Oh. Hey, that's the boss's office, right? That mine? Was it 437 427? Employee number 427. Hey, look, that's my office. Funny.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated
right?
to accept it blindly?
Oh. Oh.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't
I'm
accept
assuming what's
it.
there.
His own life
There's something?
in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I guess.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
There's a code back there, so...
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted? Control?
Indeed.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
And now I turned it on again.
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying
That's
alone.
4 or 5.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say
That is
this,
5, but
this
that is
version
4.
of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
I can fight 4.
What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
I can't find such a
These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything.
What's up
Something
there?
will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
Yeah,
Won? Solved?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what your purpose in this
No,
place
tell me.
is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge.
There's nothing doing any.
It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Damn bitch.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Damn it. Was the code not working? There's another ending, god damn it. I'm gonna leave it here. I had some exclamation fun. If you want to make sure to see more of this game, let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like, subscribe if you know how it go. I'll have a small Discord community down below at the top of at the bottom of the description. This is a small YouTube community for my it's a small community for my Twitch, YouTube, etc. It's now filled with mostly Diva players. I would love for you to join. Also, best place to stay up to date besides following this channel with the bell notification. To stay up to date with the channel. If you know when I'm streaming, join my Discord, Skype channel, or check either my Twitter or Instagram. I try to post every Sunday at least when I'm live. Next time when I'm live. Also, Discord is the best place to stay in contact with me. I'm the most active there, so if you want to talk with me, that's okay. It's the best place. Next time I go a bit more deeper into this story and see what more endings I can get. Also, my outro screen will contain a video recommended for my channel to you. If you're new around here, I'm Watson Elise or Elise or Watson Gigi, whatever you want to call me. The video recommended will be based on what you watch a lot, can predict it. On the middle will be my channel button. I recommend, if you don't like the video, go on my channel to the Let's Play playlist. There's a playlist full of random stuff I've done over the years. So it will be a good starting point for you. If you can put on a random search for a video, maybe find something you like. You know. If you're for Miko content, that's also on this channel. I'm here on the Miko fan, of course. That should be also on my channel. You just search and you'll find it because it's a separate thing. And on the left will be the Stanley Parable playlist. If you haven't seen any of the other episodes, I highly recommend you do. With that, I'm going to say have a wonderful day. And until, well, our paths cross again. Wonderful day. Bye. Bye.
の日が3度3つなりのどのりなでバイバイバイ思いついたら歩いていけ心のゴミ残さないよ